Hi everyone, my name is Taddy and I am the founder of Moon Sign Creative, which is an astrology and art-based community, and I make videos on astrology, self-growth, self-care, self-love. So if that interests you, please subscribe, please continue watching. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Leo risings or Leo ascendants. And before I get into this video, I just want to say that I have an amazing Patreon community. If you're interested in joining an astrology art-based community, the link for that is down below. I host monthly events for the full moon and the new moon, as well as designing your own tarot deck. So there's a few cool events happening right now, and it's just such a creative, collaborative, supportive community. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. And I also offer one-on-one birth chart readings. So if you want to get your birth chart read, and you want to really delve into your chart and really get clarity around it, check the link down below to book with me. Let's get into this video. So what is your ascendant sign? What is your rising sign? So your ascendant sign is basically how people perceive you, but a lot of people think it's only how other people perceive you, but it's so much more than that. It's also how you see the world and your perspective on life and the world. I think this is so important to consider with every single sign because oftentimes we might not resonate with our ascendant sign or rising sign, even though it is part of our sense of self. And that's because we have to also look at the chart ruler of a chart. So, for example, if you're a Leo rising, you would look to the sun, who is your chart ruler, because that's the energy where you'll kind of understand a bit more of the characteristics of that sign mixed with your rising sign. And oftentimes, for example, like if you're a Leo rising or you're a Scorpio sun, you might not feel like a Leo rising in the sense of the book definition of a Leo rising, because if you're a Scorpio sun, you don't like to be in the spotlight necessarily. But for example, if you're in the spotlight for your career or you're getting acknowledgement in your career, you're gonna shine a bit more and you're gonna be so excited about it. You're gonna be so happy about it. So there's certain aspects, like maybe you don't want to be physically seen, but you want to be seen in some form. There's so many things I love about Leo risings. I just want to say this. I love that Leo risings really want to lead people. They really want to nurture the people around them. They want to uplift everyone around them through either entertaining them in some form. This doesn't necessarily have to mean, live music or performing, but it could be entertaining in terms of having a nice dinner at home, or it could be like creating a Zoom call to hang out with people, or it could just be making memes. It could be so many things, and I love that about them. I love that aspect about Leo risings. Another thing to mention about Leo risings is that they are so loving to their friends. They're so overprotective of their friends. They're so generous as friends. They really love just making everyone happy, and they love like uplifting those who they really love and care about, because they often see the light in other people, and Leo risings themselves have a lot of light in them to give to other people. And what makes them feel good is to share that with other people, to really nurture them, to really uplift them. And that makes them feel good too. They want everyone to shine. They also want to take center stage sometimes, but they also want to give that light to others. They want everyone to have the opportunity to do that. And I love this quality of Leo risings. What's really important to note about Leo risings is that they are very sensitive because they are ruled by the sun, and because the sun represents our ego and our identity, they can be quite hurt by what people say. So they can often dish out things to other people, but they might not be able to take it themselves because they are very self-conscious since they're ruled by the sun. And I think this is just important for them to know that they are so seen and loved for who they are, but it's understanding that they themselves are so sensitive and so caring and so loving. They often, like, people don't know this about them because they see them as such strong individuals. They see them as like such powerhouses. They don't see the Leo rising's like sensitive side because they often want to hide it because they don't want people to think they're not strong. Leo risings can be vulnerable, but it's often when they first find a sense of self within themselves, when they first really understand their own strength, and when they really pull from their own strength. Leo risings are super courageous. They are not afraid to fight for what they believe in. They're a fixed sign, so they can be a bit stubborn, but it's also understanding that they themselves love fighting for what they believe in. They really want to help other people and lead other people into just a better life, into a better world. And I think oftentimes the challenging aspects for Leo risings is that maybe they are a bit afraid to really shine to their fullest potential because of what they've heard in the past. We kind of have to consider how their upbringing was, because with a lot of Leo placements, depending on their family situation, which can be different for everyone, but if they are a Leo rising, maybe they just didn't feel seen and heard to the extent that they really needed and wished. Oftentimes, our rising sign is what we're afraid to, it's often our protector. Our rising sign is our protector to ourselves. It's what we kind of grew up with so that we can protect ourselves from our family to a certain degree. Or maybe they just wanted to be seen more as a child for who they are. And they were really trying to do this. They were really trying to uplift other people so people could uplift them. The best way to encourage a Leo rising is to give them a lot of affection and humor in the process. I think this is important to consider because if you have a Leo rising friend or if you have a Leo rising partner, sometimes it's better to just like encourage them through affection and humor. That's the best way to uplift them, to really help them see their own strength, to help them see their own potential. I think we have to really consider that ego part of a Leo rising, and our egos are sensitive. Like our egos are actually, it's good to have a healthy ego, but it's understanding that we need to find a balance for everything in life and to really understand, okay, what can we do to support someone in that way. What's important to consider for a Leo rising is that they have this need to create. They're very creative people. I love that about them. They have this strong need to create in their lives, and that's going to make them feel more fulfilled. And if they don't love what they're doing in their life, that sun aspect of them is not going to be the greatest. Like they're not going to feel the greatest if they aren't doing what they love. That fire energy needs to stay motivated, stay creative, stay encouraged, because that's going to help them be their best authentic selves, and that's going to help them with like taking care of other people in their lives, but really taking care of themselves first is important before they're able to really shine their light onto other people. Another thing I love about Leo risings is that they're very lively, they're very outgoing. Like as a placement, they're very outgoing, they're very lively, they're very encouraging. They're the best person to go to a bar with, to go to a karaoke bar with, especially. And they are very much there for a good time. They know how to party, they know how to, they also just like are able to adapt to a lot of different environments too. Like they see a lot of different people and they're able to see them for who they are because they know how it feels sometimes to not be seen. So they want to be there for other people in that way. Leo risings can also be a bit bossy. They can be a bit, they like to take the lead a lot. So they have to consider this when they're working with other people, when they're in a group project or something. So really they have to make sure like a lower vibration of Leo rising has to make sure that they don't do this. But they're such loyal signs, they're such loyal partners, they're such loyal people. Leo risings really are. They really want to be there for other people. They really want to support other people. Leo risings look very regal. They might really love finer things in life. They have this aesthetic taste where it's very royal-esque. They just have a good sense of style, which I love. Gold features in terms of like maybe accessories or things kind of stand out to me for Leo risings. Leo risings are also super ambitious. So if they're not in a job that they love, they're very ambitious people. They want to succeed in life. They want to get those finer things in life. They want to do their best because they want to shine. They want to be in that spotlight in some form. And I love this trait about them. I think this is so, like, this is such an amazing trait because that motivation is going to inspire other people in just understanding what they do, what they believe in. So this could be like social justice issues too, like whatever they believe in. If they're the ones leading the pack, if they're the ones leading people to really shine a light to the causes that they care about, they're going to feel great about this. They're going to help so many people in this process. In summary, I just love so many different things about Leo risings. I think just they're such warm-hearted people. They're such creative people. They're here to really entertain, to lead, to shine, and I love this aspect about them. If this resonated with you, just leave a comment down below. It really helps me out. And yeah, just send this to a Leo rising friend if you, just to let them know that you care about them, that you love them, that you see them. And again, if you're interested in joining a loving Patreon community that is astrology and art based, you can check the link down below. And again, if you also want to book a one-on-one birth chart reading with me, the link for that is also down below. So thank you so much for watching. Honestly, I just always am so happy with people watching. It means so much to me. So thank you. And I just want to say the universe has your back, and with peace and love,